Good morning, everyone. This is Anne Marie. Today is Friday, April the 5th. Here we are looking at SPY. This morning we are significantly lower. The whisper is that non-farm payrolls are pretty yucky. Don't really know. This is the market where folks are just trying to capture gains wherever they can, and that sometimes means running things up and down. Now, I did have this as something if we were in a range. Because we were dropping so quickly and moving so slowly, we got this target range here. We broke above it, failed it, came into the 50% level. Now the question is, where next? Notice the VWAPs, monthly and the weekly VWAPs right on top of each other. That is what happens when things converge because of noise, because of sideways formations. It gives things a chance to converge in the same space. So now we are sitting here. Today we look like 154.91 puts us right under here. Support level 1. Okay, that's very interesting. Let's see if we pop from there. Support level 1 is a good place to pop. I'm not really sure we're going to sell off much more than 10 points today after the large range days that we've had this week, but you never know. It'd be great to have a nice big Friday. My thought is that we pop right back up and spend some noisy time in the 3/4 quadrant where it looks like most of our data is being accumulated. Notice the range, and so if I put something at the 3/4 level, let's really expand this range together, put it up here at resistance level 1. We can see that the midline is right around here, right? So if we shift this up to where the midline is, thereabouts, right? We should see that most of the noise is actually sitting inside the middle of this. So it's in the 1/4 and 3/4 points of this range. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly where we stay today. I'm not really sure what the market's waiting on. I don't think it's something as simple as these job numbers because we trade around them all the time. And I don't know. I'm up in the air about that, so I'm just going to watch. All right, I suspect that we hold these levels pretty well. 50% rule says that if we come into the 50 and we hold above it, then we're much more likely to breach the top than the bottom. But right now, all we're doing is dancing around. So, again, what's the bottom line here with all this noise? Trade cautiously. Trade half size, trade quarter size. Don't set your line in the sand and say, hey, we're going up, we're going down. You could do that if you've got super deep pockets and you're right, you're going to look like a genius. But if you don't have deep pockets and you're wrong, that's going to be a train wreck. So why not just give yourself the best edge that you can based on the capital that you have and just be very wise about your positioning. We hear and read a lot of things, and a lot of that stuff comes, especially if we read it on very big magazines and stuff like that. We get information from investors with very, very deep pockets. They trade the market differently to those of us who do not have 8-figure pockets, right? And so when we take a look at that sort of thing, we must change our strategy based on our own capital expenditures and abilities. And sometimes that means, hey, listen, I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to follow you instead of trying to take a position and lead with you because I might not be able to run. All right, that's it. A little long-winded, but hope you have a great weekend. Bottom line, be cautious. We should chop. Hey, if we get over the prior day's pivot, which is this number right here, we should accelerate back to the top. Right now we're sitting here at support level 1. It's a natural place for us to bounce. This low here from yesterday is 154.83. We have not breached that pre-market. The low is 154.84. So that gives us a little range. If the job numbers come in and they're catastrophic, watch us drop down into the next week event, which is down here at 54.35, and then maybe potentially at 54.10, but we should hold this region. I do not expect a collapse or a break, but if it comes, guess what? We're going to trade it because all we're looking for is the break of the level to take a position. Have a good day.